Okay, let's talk a little bit about storytelling. It feels like a pretty hyped up word, but there really are some basic fundamentals that we can employ that help you bring your message and your idea along in a really compelling and authentic way. Like paying attention to the details. For instance, this shot that I'm in right now, right? It's pretty awful. You can see the edge of the shot, right? The microphone is very obvious in the top of the frame. The sound might be bad. We're using fluorescent lighting. There are lots of things that make this a bad shot. You can tell a story across lots of mediums of communication. For instance, you could record a podcast, or you could send an email, you could type it up in a great story. There's lots of different ways to communicate our messages and our ideas to our collaborators. At Stoked, we prefer video. Like I mentioned, this shot is pretty bad. So why don't we change a few things up? The first thing I think we'll change up is the lights. All right, so that's a lot better. But I think for this kind of video, we want to change our ambiance a little bit. So we're gonna move. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, now, why don't we talk about music? So we find that music really helps set the tone and the ambiance of video. So let's try some on. I don't think that's the right mood for this. Let's try something a little different. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can we bring it down just a smidge? Perfect, that's great. Right, so now we're feeling this vibe. We feel this tone, we feel this mood. Now let's think about space a little bit. How do we give the viewer a little bit more context from where we're coming from? Let's take a look. So we've dialed into visuals a little bit, and we've used music to kind of help set the tone. Now, how does the storyteller, me, want to present myself to you, the audience? The way that we think about it is, am I trying to be informative? Am I trying to be emotional? Am I trying to be compelling? Is this a serious video? Do I need to switch to black and white? No. Or would a super wide angle make this a lot more exciting? No, I think a close-up like you and me face-to-face suits this video better. So everything that we just changed helps really create a world to bring our viewers into, to bring our audience into, to help them come along. We find that this is especially important when we're communicating new business model ideas or new innovations, when we're working with our collaborators. We want to bring them along with us versus activating their analytical framework. And we think a ton of this is done in just adjusting these small details. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? When Jacob and I made this today, we of course use lights and we use cameras and different lenses to make all this come to life. But the truth is that all of this can be done with the camera that's in your pocket. The thing that we're asking you to do is to be thoughtful. The next time you pull out that camera to shoot a piece of video or to shoot a photograph, just be really intentional about the lighting, about the sound, about what's going on in the background of what it is that you're shooting. A little bit of intentionality goes a really long way. We believe that better storytelling results in better collaboration and better outcomes. So the next time you tell a story, just think about this. What elements can best help this story come alive? All right, happy storytelling from the Stoked team.